Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for January 2020. This is for Gemini Sun, my fellow Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising. This is also, it's really for anyone who ends up at the channel. But if you may have planets in the sign of Gemini, you're in love with the Gemini, and Gemini's in love with you. You were intuitively guided to the reading or to the channel. So whatever brought you, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. So we're talking about January 2020, and I thought I would use your video just for a second to talk about 2020 and what we can expect. So it's going to be a 4-year. We were just in a 3-year. And, we've experienced joy, we've experienced heartache, but the 4 is more about the foundation and the stability. So I just jotted a few things down. So let me just go through it real quick. So number 1 is going to be a fire year. That's action, right? That's action through our passion. As in Tarot, it is the year of the Emperor. Number 4 also represents Aries, but it's the energy of the Emperor. It's the power. It's the strength that the Emperor has gained through his challenges and his journey, his or hers. It's about authority and working well within authority, but also making sure that we are being authentic to ourselves. It's about knowledge, but it's about knowledge through wisdom. So it's the collective wisdom that we've gained, again, through the journey. So just think the Emperor. It's a year of getting real, being real with oneself, being real with other people. It may be one of those necessities that I want to think about it now. The last time we had a number 4 year was 9 years ago. And the 9 to me represents something that's about to come to an end, but this is the moment where I'm just doing a little reflection, right? I'm just reflecting back to bring that wisdom forward with me. Nothing more, nothing less. It's to bring the wisdom forward, to bring the tools I've gained forward. Number 4 is also the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds coming into being. Okay? This is true connection spiritually and physically. We talk about it all the time in the readings, but this is, now we're getting real about it. This is a actually do it year. Okay? This isn't about the planning and the thinking about it. This is about the action, right? Putting it into action now. With the 3 energy, we could have been aloof, and we could have, we may have had epiphanies and thought about things and wished for things, but this is about now putting it into action. Putting it into action. This is also the 13 sacred keys. We're looking at the law of creation, and we're looking at the law of love. Love. So it's manifesting, right? But it's manifesting this year through my actions. So I'm not just thinking what I think about, I bring about what I think about. That was last year, 2019. This is now what I want to manifest. I need to put the action behind it. And, it's like anything. All of a sudden I thought of like when I was young and I wanted a car. And what did my father say to me? If I just handed you a car, you're not going to appreciate the value of the car. You didn't have to work for it. So, I got the old car, that the little yellow Volkswagen Beetle that was handed down, right? I was the 4th person to drive it, and it was beat to shit. But I didn't care. But the point is, what he was teaching me is, if I wanted to see a nice car sitting in that driveway, and for me to really appreciate it, I needed to work for it. And it's so true. It's so true. So it's that type of year, okay? This is a year also of partnership. This is a year of, the thing, what was in the dark now comes to the light. It comes to the light for a reason. It's not to then push it back under the rug. It is to see, right? So I feel like we're going to see a lot of within our weather system also. And I do feel like it may be one of our biggest challenges because what we were doing back then is now coming to light, okay? But it's coming to light with purpose, and that is so we can see it and then we can deal with it. We deal with it with a 4. We don't, yeah, we'll get to you. Yeah, okay. What do you mean it's real? And I have a feeling that may be the word, like 2019, at least in America, I would say the saying was fake news, fake this, fake, right? Fake, fake, fake. This year, it's real. It's going to be, this is real. This isn't fake. This is real. So, just think fire year. So, I don't know. Passion, guys. All right. Thank you for allowing me to explain that a little bit. I just feel like when this is what I love about numerology. Right? When you know better, you do better. When you know more, you do more. When you know less, you do less. All right, my loves, go ahead and take a couple deep breaths. And let's just clear the mind. This is a great time to ask your guides to send you very clear signs of confirmation. While you're doing that, I'm going to turn my heater off. I don't want the computer to pick up that noise, so. Let's begin. Gemini, I feel like you will do well in a 4-year. For some reason in particular, I feel Gemini has, maybe Gemini and Aquarius, I feel have received a lot of epiphanies this year. A lot of different feelings. And I feel like you're going to do well this year. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Devil, called Temptation in this deck. This is the good tarot, by the way. Card of Capricorn. We have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Waters. And we have the Hangman. I'm not surprised to see the Hangman here. With the 2 of Swords opening this up, I want the heater to shut off. I don't want people to leave if the sound isn't right. My last video, the sound was wacky, and I think it was my heater running, so shut off. Shut off. This takes a minute to cool down. Okay, let's look at this. So, we have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Hangman, and it almost feels like this seahorse is like, just swimming in the water, and then bam, comes up against this a glass wall that it can't see. It's like bam. So it feels like, one unaware of that wall. I can't even see that wall, but here it is. I keep running into it. Number 12, by the way. And for some of you, this has to do with the Capricorn. So you're questioning whether to move ahead, whether not to move ahead. With someone you definitely have feeling, well, it's the Ace of Cups. So I feel like I have to say love, right? Someone you love. Doesn't have to be in a romantic sense yet. We don't know that. But with the Devil sitting right behind it. Now, again, I know it's a Capricorn, but I feel with others, it is the energy of, that's a little bit of a untrusting type of energy, right? This is the energy where I feel like I'm in the dark more than the light, especially if it's relating to someone, right? Like they keep me in the dark more than I'm in the light. I could be pulled to this person. I just feel pulled to this person, yet this can be the energy of, but when I give in to that, then I don't feel good about myself. And for some of you, these are your thoughts because you're in your head about this. This feels to be like a thought process. And again, there's that glass wall. And it's weird because I feel like there's this, so I feel like, there's a seahorse who's swimming in the ocean. And then all of a sudden, I feel like the hangman throws down a rope. The seahorse is you. So the hangman throws down this rope from above. Comes directly down through the water to you. Now you can grab that rope, right? And I feel like if I grab that rope, the hangman pulls me out. If I don't, then I seem to like hit this glass wall. I can see on the other side. I just can't swim to it. But I can see it. Okay, let's keep going. Figure out what this is about. I see the 15 and I see the 12, and myself, I thought, oh, my sister and my son. We have the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. This 8 of Cups seems to be saying, it's almost like a question, and then I have the question right above it, but it seems to be saying, do I stay with my riches or do I go for the adventure? So do I stay with what I built, and I'm not sure if that is good or bad. Like, am I referencing, should I stay with what I built as in, a thick wall of protection, like a moat around my castle, or do I go out and seek that adventure? Do I go for that adventure, knowing that if I go for that adventure, the seas can be rough, right? But the landscape is beautiful. The landscape is beautiful, but the seas can be rough. But I feel like I got experience to navigate those seas. So I feel like this is right where you're at, right at this moment. Which way do I go? And I feel like, I could do either or, and either or I'll be fine. Well, you don't know that about the adventure. That's the thing. So it's almost like this treasure at home is that number 4, or do I seek? Not seek. Do I go after? Do I accept it? Do I move into that energy? And I have to say, for some of you, this isn't about not being able to trust someone else. This is about not being able to trust yourself. Your thoughts have gone a little haywire because this is something you probably overthink, right? I think about it all the time and I never come up with, I think I come up with a solution, but then I don't put the action in. It must be something that weighs on you. I think a lot of you, if you could just be that adventurous person you may want to be, I feel like you would say yes to this. But I feel like on the other side of that is, you know, I must feel like, am I going backwards? Am I going from the stability of a 4 into the flowy energy of a 3? There's a card over there. I didn't even see that. We're going to pick it up. 2 cards. Huh. It's like they were in disguise. We have the Queen of Swords, so possible Gemini. This could be another Gemini. So, you know, if you're in a reading and say you're a Gemini and you're in love with a Gemini, or Gemini is your boss and you're a Gemini, remember that's also included in this energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have, look at this, we have the Page of Swords. Messenger of Swords. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This can be the energy of a mother and son, mother and daughter. Wow, with the Page of Cups. So, I'm sorry, this is the Knight of Swords. I think I said Page. So, the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. Someone wants to deliver a message to someone else. I don't know. It's almost like, I feel like someone wants to deliver a message to someone else, possibly that they're free. But not just that. It's like, what do they want to deliver? Well, the Knight has the Ace of Cups. That's what he's carrying, and it's directly sent from this Queen of Swords. Now, it doesn't have to mean it's you or another air sign. We'll clarify that. And I want to say above this Queen of Swords is Capricorn. But also the energy of the Devil. Interesting. Interesting. These are the kind of readings like I just love breaking down, figuring it out. Okay, and I have one more card. Look at this. I have the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles coming out with the Page of Cups. So, something happening around this 9 of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry, this 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is the energy of many times self-employment. It is about the hard work that I put in to get to this point, or the hard work I'm willing to put in. Well, the hard work I'm willing to put in usually starts with the 8. And the 9, many times, you know, I may start to see the benefits of my hard work also. Some of you, you're definitely going to start seeing benefits from energy towards things, you know, probably of 2019. Like, where did you put your energy, your focus? And it feels like, almost like, I want to say the reward, because a lot of hard work went into this. Or I'm willing to put in a lot of hard work. 9 of Pentacles, I feel like I'm pretty much set. Like, if I haven't started a business, but that's my dream, it is coming over the Page of Cups. It is about, you know, being true to yourself within that Page of Cups, true to who you love and what you love, but it's about putting you first, right? Loving yourself enough where, you know what you must have in life. There, you know, some things like, yeah, I can live without that, but there's a few things I feel like I have to have. You know, and that may be a strong foundation. I don't know if I'd really say that about Gemini. So there may be some of you that are earth signs here, and, you know, to you, it's important. Though Gemini, you do have Mercury, so could also be those epiphanies, those thoughts, and 2020, putting them into action. Okay. All right, because, you know, if I look at that, this 9 Person in the Nine of Pentacles right now is looking back at the Hangman. So it does feel like there was something. There was something that prevented me from this Nine of Cups, right? But through my own action, the Eight of Cups, through my own action, the willingness to move forward, even if I'm doing it independently, towards my foundation, it's important. And we have the energy of Gemini right here. So, okay. We have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. That's a card of Leo. Number 8. Now, I do have my son's birthday. It's pretty awesome. And I have the Four Swords underneath that. So, hello. This was taking that time to heal, right? I've been healing. I've read comments for quite a while where, a lot of us are overcoming things. We're healing from things. I feel like 2020 is going to say to us, if we feel that we're still in this healing process, I feel 2020 is going to say, okay, but, even if you're still in that, this is going to be the year of action. So you're going to be willing to move through it. The healing never ends. It's always there. It's always continuing. But sometimes we heal from something by putting action into something else, right? If we find a creative outlet, and that can be how we make our money, and we focus on that, it opens up other areas of ourselves. And this is why many times when I'm so focused on something that I love, even if it's hard work, but that's where I'm putting my focus, and it's going to help me as a human, right? And for my human experience, many times the universe is busy doing something over in left field, putting something together, which is really one of your seeds of intention. So, and many times I feel like that's when love walks in the door too. So, I don't know. Anyway, so we have the healing process, right? And we have the Strength card. So that's the ability to overcome. That's just receiving the healing. I mean, this is prayers being answered. No doubt here, right? Prayers being answered. Prayers heard and being answered. Some of you, it's about the clarity that you need, that you feel that you need to, set you off on the adventure. Okay, I'm going to use the Cosmic Tarot because they've been working great together, so why interrupt that flow? As I look at this, I'm looking at this knight, and this knight is really looking back at you intently. And this knight, as if bringing in a message, it has the Page of Cups attached to it. It's like the Page of Cups is its knapsack. It is, its scroll that it's going to hand over. But this knight feels like it's in a very dreamy kind of state. This ace, we have the ace right above, too. Right above it, too. Wow. So this knight is like surrounded, except for this side where they're headed, by cups. No wonder they're in a dreamy type of state. I almost feel like Pisces type energy. Someone may be coming in and bringing in some type of offer to then help you be self-employed if you want. Or, let's think of the Emperor too. It's the Emperor year. Some of you may be moving into the boss's position. You may become the boss. You may become the boss. You probably will, if that's what you want, and that's what you're working towards. I feel like many of you, if that's what you're working towards, you will become the boss. Remember, keep it real. So that means don't go in and I don't know, be a good boss. Someone, the emperor is someone we want to look up to. People look up to the emperor. So we want to take on that energy. We want people to look up to us. Okay, anyway. Someone said they're going to stop watching my videos because there's too much talking in them. And I thought to myself, well, how else are you going to get the message if I don't talk? You can't win them all. There's the Ace of Wands. Perfect card to represent the beginning of this year. The Ace of Wands. Coming over the Two of Swords. You know, to me, the Ace of Wands is also a yes card. So, you know, if I was doing yes or no's, boy, I haven't done those in, oh my God, years. But if I was to do, I used to do those on Facebook. I would do the no or yes. But that's what that would mean. So here I am questioning something. Which should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I do it? This is a yes or a no. And I feel like the answer is yes. Let's keep going now. We have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you may want to leave the home. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. She is coming out over or partly on Capricorn's energy. So for some of you, we know that this is definitely Capricorn. Look at this. Prince of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, the Prince of Pentacles. Here. And down here, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords. So I feel like I have, I don't know. We'll keep going. We'll see. The World. So the World now is coming over partially the Hangman and the Ace of Cups. Pretty good. Look at this. We have the Emperor. The Empress. I kind of love that. It's like we're matching the energy of 2020. It's coming in with the World card. So the World card talks about a new chapter, right? A new portal, a new way of being, a new time. You know, I read somewhere that I think it was we're moving into a 30-year cycle. Don't quote me on it. Empress, she's number 3. She's number 3. It's maybe 30-year cycle. But this, so it's like this World card is talking about the new portal that's opening up, right? The next 30 years, let's say. You know, and while I'm talking about that, it might help to look back 9 years ago. See what was going on in your life. What did you start at that time? You know, because it is good to take a quick reflection back. Because you want to pull the wisdom from that and bring it forward. And the Empress is also, just like the Emperor, does the same thing. I feel like this is talking about us taking on the Empress energy. The Empress energy is the nurturer out of the two, out of the Emperor and the Empress. She's the nurturer. Both have those qualities, right? It's almost like, you know, the Emperor's got to show one side of himself to the people, and the Emperor shows the other side. So, I don't know why, all of a sudden I'm getting an image of, like, you know, like this king ruling with an iron fist, but then the queen softens it all. You know, she softens the kingdom, and maybe therefore the people can handle it more. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, you know, it may be the balance of both, really. The balance of both. And she's very creative. So moving into a period where your creativity, if you allow it, should really shine. You may find new talents that you never even knew you had. But you did. Right? They're just, they're either underdeveloped, you haven't developed them yet, or it's something that you used to do that you put to the side. I feel a lot of people, I felt this in other readings, are going to pick up musical instruments either again or starting from scratch. And I feel like this is a year where you're going to be able to comprehend quickly and learn very quickly. So, and it is a year about knowledge. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Okay. So I kind of love that, guys. Like, what do I have in my other hand? I have the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands coming over, it kind of makes sense, right? 10 of Wands is that burden that sits on your shoulders. Usually it's because of other people. Some of you may have been taking care of a mother. Because within the 10 of Wands, it is a tough time, but I feel obligated to do it anyway. I feel obligated to take on other people's burdens. Sometimes we shouldn't know. Sometimes these burdens, we take them on out of a responsibility, but nothing happens, nothing changes, right? All remains the same with that. When that happens, it's telling you, the energy's telling you that this is not your burden to carry, and even with all the effort that you try to put in, you're not going to have the results you want. So sometimes I got to let that go. This could be talking about a particular person. Sometimes I got to learn to love from afar. Sometimes I do more good when I love from afar. This could be a family member, right? Like when we're in the same house, we fight, and it's ridiculous, and someone may have some type of maybe a drinking problem, I don't know, that affects everyone else, though. Okay, so it's a saying, release the burden of what you cannot change and what you're not even meant to change, right? This is their journey. That's their seed. That's their experience as a soul, perhaps, that they asked to have. So it's their opportunity to overcome. Okay. Anyway, so beyond that, I feel like it's coming from our Emperor and our Empress energy. And that's powerful. That's powerful energy. Okay. We also have this Prince of Pentacles coming right over the Ace of Cups. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This person is included in the world, or at least, let's see. I'm just wondering all of a sudden, is this somebody who wants to come with you, but can't, right? Maybe they're the one who's hitting that wall, that glass wall. Just take one card on them. I have Justice. Some of you may be going through a divorce. I feel like a lot of people have been paying off karma too. And maybe clearing up your energy. It's like, I've been paying off this karma, this, that, and that. But what it's doing, now I'm seeing the benefit. Soon, maybe I start seeing the benefit of that. And it's a real benefit. What's that do? It changes your energy. It takes you from an anxious state to a balanced state. This is about fairness and balance. And, in the upright, this is about maybe universal agreement. Anyway, but it's also about divorce. So someone may be leaving, someone may be asking for a divorce. I feel like if that's the case, you are here. You're the one who'd be asking. Maybe it's something you've been wanting to do, because I do feel like for some of you, it's like I'm leaving the home by my choice. Something I've been thinking about. So, here is, let's just say, the legal separation. And for those who, want this separation from someone else, I do feel like it is them who hits that glass wall. And, that's just that. That's just that. And I feel like, and that cycle closes. That cycle closes. So sometimes, like, I stay in a relationship because, what if I get lonely, or what if? But as I move towards, if I put action in towards my soul desire, then all this worry that I have over something now, it all just fades away, almost forgotten. Like what feels like this mountain right now, down the road, you see it as just a molehill, right? And you may even say to yourself, like, wow, I can't believe, like, look at my life now. I can't believe it took me so long to move on. Okay, let's keep going. So we have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords connected here also. And, the Eight of Cups asks you to get your emotional house in order. Stop focusing on the bad. Stop focusing on the things that hurt. Stop reliving them over and over. And it's time to start seeking your soul's desire. The Eight of Cups is about seeking your soul's desire. Your soul's desire. And you've been holding yourself back from it. So let's see if we can figure anything else out. I know some of you, it's just because, your riches are where you're at right now, but, maybe it's not fulfilling my heart. So my material world may seem fine, but my heart doesn't match. It doesn't match. That's all. We have the Ace of Cups on the table, so I just feel like that will end. If you want, if you allow. You don't have to. Right? One of the keys, sacred keys, is free will. So, that's sacred. No one's going to take that from you. But it's powerful, so you got to remember it. Look at it that way, like, man, my free will is powerful. Talks me into doing things that maybe I wouldn't normally do, that type of thing. Alright, so I have the Princess of Wands coming over this Eight of Cups, so that's good. So this is moving, this is you getting that emotional clarity within your emotional house. This is moving forward more with a passionate type of energy. It's fire, and I like that. It's fire. So she's action. She's intuitive. Sometimes she's just really beginning to build her intuition. So, but it doesn't stop. Like, this is someone who just moves. Yes. She's a yes person. You want to go swimming? Oh, yeah. You want to go climb a mountain? You got it. Want to travel to India? I'm there. What time should I meet you? That? She's that type of energy. Don't leave me out type of energy. I feel like, it's funny because I'm really noticing her jewelry, and I feel like how I've been talking about this treasure kind of at home. And that treasure may be nothing more than I feel comfortable within my own surroundings, and it's, the thought of just going, though part of me may want to. Anyway, I feel like this Princess of Wands, it's like she brought some of her jewels with her, not a lot, only which she can wear. Like, I bring the jewels that I can wear with me. Look at that. Where's she going? She's walking into destiny. She's walking into a period, I often feel like this is that seed within, like, the Seven of Pentacles, the seeds of intention I had planted lifetimes ago, before I came to Earth, whenever it was, this is time to move into one of them. So, we're over cups, but we have fire attached to it. Passion and love. It's movement. Many times when a wheel comes in a reading, you find people watching at the bottom of that wheel, and it is letting you know that that wheel is turning, right? It's the payoff of karma. You've been paying off karma for 2019, probably maybe the last 9 years, to be honest with you. Maybe that's why I wanted to reflect back. So maybe 9 years, and you're moving into a time where, it's not swords, it's fire. Well, there's the Queen of Swords coming out over the Queen of Swords. So some of you are connected to another Gemini, or two air signs together. And then we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. And we have the Four of Cups. Interesting. So I have the 5 and the 4, which is a 9, connecting the Ace of Cups and this Knight. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I got to stop saying that. I'm always honest. But I feel like I have someone who, I feel like you're in a situation where, there seems to be conflict. Push and pull and push and pull and push and pull. No winner. And what am I trying to say? For some of you, this is family members. And even though we love each other, we are not getting along. We are not getting along. However, why am I there? Well, this is showing me that we're still there due to the comfort. The comfort. I feel like if I were to explain my life right now, I would say I'm unhappy. I'm getting by. I'm doing what I need to do, right? We have the 10 of Wands. I'm taking care of my responsibilities. But if truth be told, emotionally, you couldn't call me happy. But I'm falling under this blanket of responsibility. Again, I think we need to look at, like, what is it we're truly responsible for, and where did we just inserted ourselves? It's funny, I just brought that up because I think, was it last night? I was just thinking about something, and, if a friend calls me and says, I don't have this, man, I need that, I don't think about it. If I can give it to them, I give it to them. I just do. I just take care of people like that. That's why I am never selfish with money. Even if I have no money, I give always what I can, and I don't do it to receive anything back. It's just who I am. And I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, man, could you imagine, Sandy, like, if you just cut out everybody else's problems around you, what problems do you yourself have? And I'm thinking, not many. I could be free as a bird. But I take them on, and there's no one to blame but me. I do it willingly, and I probably will never stop. That's not my point. And you know what? I probably did that to my son. I know I did it to my son. I tried to take care of him when that earlier energy, because he's an alcoholic, and man, it's just hard. And I could not let go. I couldn't let go. I couldn't. But But the bottom line is now I know better. I even knew better then. I just didn't know how. And that comes up in my readings a lot, so I know that, my experience is important for someone else. So, anyway. Okay, I feel like, where did I just go with all this? Bottom line is, this is a 9. And I feel like it's about the reflection of, like, what keeps me somewhere? Why am I there? Why am I in this energy? Did I put myself there? And can I take myself out? Let's say I took away all aspects of responsibility. I'm just fantasizing for a minute, right? And I didn't have to think about anyone. Could I do that right now? What would it feel like? That type of thing. And then look at the responsibility you decided to take on. Does it helping or is it hurting? Okay, I feel like I'm getting out of hand with that. You know what I'm saying. But there's a sense of living within one's comfort zone where it's taking precedence over your desires. Your choice, though, right? It's your choice. Oh my. So here's the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups talks about someone that we've had some type of relationship with, where we have pretty fond memories. They look pretty romantic in this card, so chances are this is romantic for the majority of us. But this is the energy. Now the Hangman is underneath it, so it doesn't feel like there's movement. But the Page of Cups is also beneath it too, and I'm wondering if this is something I want to bring into my life. Is it saying that before I can really, maybe I know within me, like, certain aspects that I got to make sure, that I'm respecting myself and that I love myself, but I'm loving myself enough to allow myself to have experiences too. Sometimes people misread and think, well, if I truly love myself, then I wouldn't accept this person. Well, why? This is about experience. And maybe it is your presence. Like, listen, I know I'm saying don't take on other people's responsibilities, but I don't feel like this is coming with, like, a heaviness of responsibility unless you take that on. Okay, but anyway, what am I trying to say here? This is about allowing yourself to love life. Just allowing yourself. These may be coming of this, like, someone may have just randomly started showing up in your thoughts and in your dreams. Could have been very random. You could have been fantasizing, right? Because here I am in this part of the world that I do feel some restriction here. And maybe when I'm getting, or when I lay my head down on my pillow at night, when it's finally quiet and all that, I may fantasize about this person. But the Hangman is a very strong energy under it. So let's see why. I have the Death card of Scorpio. For some of you, because what I'm feeling right now is it's almost like my son giving me a message to say, go live, Mom. Go experience, Mom. Like, don't stop. Tell them to go live their lives. Tell them. Tell them, Mom. The joy isn't in this comfort zone of nothingness. It's out there. It's out there. So tell them, Mom, to go after it. Okay, I just did. Me included. Right, I'm going to leave this out for a second. I want to come underneath these cards too. you know, I don't know, like I'm in my head, I want to make this prediction, but I'm in my head like, do you really want to make that kind of prediction, Sandy? But it's just playing over and over in my head. Yes, yes, I do. There's your other yes card. Do you really want to make that prediction, Sandy? Yes. My prediction I was going to make is I feel 2020 is going to be a year that more people leave their partners than maybe in the last 9 years, maybe in the last 30 years. Now, I don't mean that in like marriage is just breaking out of the blue. No, what I'm talking about is I feel like those who've been in very restrictive relationships. You know, this could be work also. It's almost like people setting themselves free. Um, like, but I feel the separation of that, and I even feel like through that separation, what was fades, and it just becomes a nothingness to me. Now, I don't mean that person. You know, maybe I spent 20 years with someone. It's not that, you know, the essence of them just fades out of your life forever, but there's just no thought of it. There is no desire towards it. You know, it's like, you know, once you get to where you're going, that this is where you're meant to be, period. And it doesn't mean that everything that is meant for you hits you at once. No, it's about the journey of discovering it all. But there is a call to get out of my comfort zone, and I've had this in reading after reading after reading for January. Okay, anyways, let's come back down here. So the Ace of Swords is coming over this Eight of Cups, and Eight of Cups is about getting my emotional house in order, and then moving towards my heart's desire. The Two of Swords above that. Should I do that? Should I do that? Look at that. Ace of Cups just popped up. Wow. Okay. So to me, again, it's a yes. If you choose. But if you're going to ask me, or you're going to ask the universe is going to say yes all day long. We have the Eight of Swords coming over the Eight of Cups. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, directly connected to the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Hello, lovers. Gemini. You know, there's a strong connection here, right? Because we have the Ace of Cups here. We have the Lovers here. We have the Ace of Swords here. We had the Ace of Wands. And we also have the Ace of Cups again. But first, we have the Eight of Wands. And then the Ace of Cups. I love how the Ace of Cups is following over the Page of Cups. So, you know, this is getting my emotional house in order, right? This is realizing that some of the things that I've been carrying with me, of other people, like other people have dirtied my energy, and it's the ability to clean that. It's like take a spiritual shower. You get to take a spiritual shower, and there's a reason for that. There's purpose, right? Here is moving into that Nine of Pentacles. I love what I do. I love what I do. The ability to have self-employment or to become the boss for 2020, the energy is very quick moving. We have the Eight of, I'm sorry, it's a Six of Wands, but it looked like the Eight of Wands, so I meant to say that. So that's a quick energy. And with the Knight and the Pages, it's almost like guaranteed, because they're guaranteed to finish their journey, whatever they're meant to do, whatever this Knight is meant to bring into this Queen, they will do it. They will do it, come hell or high water. And it has to do with love. Love. It's just surrounding it. Look at that. Again, this person being surrounded in love. Okay, so let's look at this. So the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Swords coming over the Eight of Pentacles. So clearly, this is just a fear. It's just saying that it's self-created fear that is stopping me from moving forward towards whatever I want to move towards. It's fear, okay? It could be in the way that I talk to myself, like self-limiting beliefs that I've created. Can be based off of other people. The way my mother used to talk, man, she told me you're like, you're no good, you're never going to be anything. Maybe my teachers told me that. And then, this is saying you took a lot on. Maybe you're not aware of that, but you took a lot of this on and then believe it as your own. Why would you believe them over yourself? That's what you got to think about, because when I do that, then I'm limiting who I am. I'm limiting myself just as a human being. I'm forgetting about my whole spiritual body, about all my soul family. I'm forgetting about all my previous lives and all the wisdom I have gained. I am forgetting that I am the emperor and I am the empress. That's what I forget. I think I'm just this meek, mild little tulip over there, and people have walked on me. People have put their false beliefs onto me, but I am the one who decided to wear it. And I have to take responsibility for that, right? I have to see what I allowed, the dirt that I have allowed around me, all right? Because people will continue to throw dirt at us, but it doesn't mean we have to continue to accept it. So there's a new type of awareness, all right? The Eight of Swords, I can look at other people, but the bottom line is within that energy, it is what have I allowed myself to become because of it. This is awareness, this Ace of Swords. This is the truth. This is who you authentically are. So this is about moving in, because, the Eight of Cups is about movement. So this is about moving into that type of energy. And, I don't know, maybe we don't have fear this year. Okay, so then I have the King of Wands and Gemini directly connected. Six of Wands, the energy of victory, right? Victory, what? Victory over what? Victory with people seeing my way, seeing my perspective, understanding why I may have done something, right? Why I acted a certain way. People understanding that now. I moved at it if I want. Here's that Five of Wands up here, which can be real restriction, right? No one's willing to give in that. It's very competitive energy too, and that can be in a sense of an actual competition or competition within your home, within your work. But nonetheless, I seem to have taken it for whatever the reason. And anyway, it is a victory. And by the way, the victory is coming over this lover, over the lovers, and looking directly at this Ace of Cups. So this is love that can be born out of anything. This is love that can be born, that can rise from the ashes. This is, this feels like a love of a lifetime type of thing. And not just that, though, guys. This is about the ability to really love what I do, love how I make my money. Some of you, this is a year that you start a business out of your home. This is a year when I'm telling you, your creativity is just going to shine. All of us. Okay, but this is the law of love and the law of creation. And we're being asked to be the emperor, which we already are. It's just bringing that out in ourselves. We already are that, right? We're not seeking the light. We already have the light. It's seeking it within. So it's bringing that part of ourselves out. And loving, nurturing, but authoritative and, powerful, but with a sense of kindness. So, I don't know. It just feels like it's going to rock. Doesn't feel like it's going to be like one of those super easy years, but it feels like it's going to be a year of real accomplishment and seeing. By the way, I also feel it's going to be a year of seeing. So I'm seeing the benefits of the previous work I put in. that can come in many different ways. Something, a loan opens up and you're like, yes, I can finally get that loan. Because we can look at that hangman as it could have been a block, but probably with purpose, for a reason, even though it's frustrating. Anyways, we end your reading with the Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords over here. I feel like we should just run with this energy. Gemini, I seem to have you connected with every sign, so there's really no one who's left out here. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I can pick up. No, I think I'm going to leave it there. But I just love that we have the Ace of Cups as your last card. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you, as always. Thank you for helping me get through 2019 and for your beautiful love that you send me constantly. I feel it. I truly, truly feel it. It's what keeps me moving on. It keeps me doing what I'm doing. It lets me know that I'm not just wasting my time, right? Because if I'm just wasting my time as a Virgo and a Gemini, I would hate that. So if it doesn't serve a purpose, then I would move on to something else that does. But I hope it always serves a purpose because I love what I do here. And thank you for just allowing me to do that. Thank you for taking care of me through your donations, through your sharing of my videos, through your support of other family members, all that. It hasn't gone unnoticed. Let's go out and kick 2020 in the ass, and we can do it. I love you guys. I will see you soon.